The sleep is still in my eyes, the dream is still in my head. I heave a sigh and sadly smile and lie a while in bed. I wish that it might come to pass, not fade like all my dreams. Just think of what my life might be in a world like I am seen. I don't think I can carry on this cold and empty life. Oh,
Hey guys, how's everyone going? It's Famed Karma here, and I thought I'd let Rush give me a bit of an intro today because of the nature of the topic I was going to talk about. Not so much the topic, okay, so today I'm going to be talking about music in terms of the situation this year, what's going on in maybe the music that you might not listen to, and then probably, if time permits, I'll talk about something that's been on my mind. Now, before I get into it, as you probably already guessed, this gameplay is from a bolts only lobby, and this is actually the first public bolts only lobby that I've won, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to post it. So this year, first off, we have the first album that's dropping this year that I want to talk about is Opeth's new album, and that's probably the album I'm most looking forward to this year, Opeth's new album, because they're just such a good band. It's hard to really compete with them. So they will be following 2008's release, Watershed, and it seemed like on the last record they were going for a bit more of a progressive rock feel than the classic death metal style that they had in their Candlelight years, and maybe albums like Blackwater Park, and kind of going for more a very different approach than they had in any other album, even like Still Life or Damnation. They had almost a Dream Theater type feel in a couple of their songs where they had keyboard solos and things like that. And I'm interested to see, like, I know a lot of the death metal fans were very skeptical of the new direction they were taking their music, but I myself really liked the new album, and I don't think it's on the levels of Still Life or Blackwater Park, but it's definitely a solid release, and the Lotus Eater especially is a really good song. So I'm interested to see if they continue going on this kind of progressive rock feel, or if they go back to death metal, if they bridge over to something even more acoustic than beforehand. So, I mean, with Opeth, it's really a mixed bag. It's just whatever they're feeling like at the time. I know that they're gonna have a new keyboardist. Um, Per Wiedberg was actually kicked out of the band, and the interesting thing about Opeth is that they never sustained a member for their entire time, except for the singer slash lead guitarist slash manager slash everything songwriter, awesome dude. Um, every other member's left at some point, and I think it's pretty cool if you go and have a look at the wiki of them, because you see the lifespan of each different member throughout their entire career, and you see that no one's really lasted that long. So I don't know if that's because they're not really allowed the freedom of creativity because Mikhail like writes all the songs, but I'm I don't know. I just think he's the heart and soul of the band, and he's all they really need to be existent. So, the next release I want to talk about is Tool's new album. Tool, should have an album out by the end of this year. So, um, at the end of American Summer is when they're gonna be going into recording. So I think that's June, July, somewhere around August or something of that nature. I don't really know the seasons that well, but from the time it takes for studio recording to release, I think that I estimate their album will drop in probably October or November. And I'm really hoping that they continue with their really, really high quality that they've been producing lately. Their last album, 10,000 Days, was amazing. There really wasn't a song on it that you could critique, not critique, criticize, because like, I mean, it was all such good music. You looked at um, what's the big song that was off that album? Fuck. Sorry, I've just had a mind blank of what that song was called, but I know it was a very good song. Let me just have a look at my iTunes here. Vicarious, that was the one. Vicarious, Jambi, that was a good song. The Pot, Rosetta Stone, all those songs, really, really good songs. And I was actually reading a drumming magazine earlier, and because there was an interview with the Tool drummer, so I bought the magazine, and he's said that it's going to be in a different feel to every other album they've ever done, which is pretty interesting. But he said that the closest thing he can describe the new sound to is Jambi off the last album, which is good news because that song was good. But even then, he said that doesn't really compare to what the new stuff sounds like. And he said that they've been trying to condense the songs a bit and make them not drag on, which I don't like the sound of because I like long songs because I just love the way they flow and I love the way they go up and down and through different movements. However, he did say that they've been having trouble writing the shorter songs, so because he said that like their ideas are just going off and they're going into new places with the songs, and it's hard to keep all the ideas condensed. So hopefully that means that they'll abandon the short songs idea and they'll have a lot of long songs with a lot of different melodies and a lot of different riffs and all that kind of thing. So I'm really liking the sound of that. That sounds really good. And when Tool tour, like, I know they played Big Day Out, but I'm not buying tickets for Big Day Out. Fuck that. Like, when Tool tour as Tool, man, I'm definitely going to see that. That'll be really good. So, the next release I want to talk about is Dream Theater's new album. Now, Dream Theater, I'm pretty sure they've actually recorded their new album. I know they went into the studio early February this year. So, their album would be finished recording. And, it's, they've been very quiet about everything. They haven't really said, how the new album's gonna feel compared to the old albums. They haven't really mentioned anything about any new direction they're gonna take. So hopefully it's just the same good old prog metal that all the fans love. But I know one thing they haven't said that's pissing all the fans off is the name of their new drummer, and they've said that they're keeping a secret, and that we'll all, something along the lines of we'll all know why, or it'll be worth it to us all in the end, or something like that. So, I think that, I don't know, I wish that that meant that they're gonna surprise us and say Portnoy's actually back in the band, but I know that's probably not the case. But I wish it was, because I love Portnoy. He's such a good drummer. And then, my next choice was Danny Carey, but Danny Carey is now actually still doing Tool, because I had assumed Tool were on hiatus. Yeah. So that's out of the question now as well. So I'm wondering who they've landed as this drummer. It's confirmed that it's not Marco Minimum. I mean, I'm just trying to think of a drummer off the top of my head that could hang with Mike Portnoy, and there's not many of them. I mean, Neil Peart comes to mind, but he's obviously not. It's not going to be Neil Peart. And I don't know. Fuck. All I know is that I'm very, very excited for the new Dream Theater album. That's probably my number 2 release this year after Opeth's new album. And this year's going to be a really, really good year for prog metal. I mean, obviously those 3 are the big 3 that come to mind, but I mean, after that, apparently we've still got a Symphony X album coming out this year. Or, I mean, apparently we've had a Symphony X album coming out for like 3 or 4 years, but I don't know, maybe this year. So I'm really, really excited for that, and music this year is looking really good. I mean, I think Radiohead's album dropped this year. Was that this year, or was that late last year? I don't know, but it was good. Yeah. So I don't really have enough time to talk about the other things that I had on my mind, so I think I'll just forget those and save them for next time. And what else? I have a feeling there was some other music related thing that I was going to say. Oh, I thought I'd just mention that I actually wrote a new score for the Dead Island trailer. I wrote some music for it, for a music assignment, and I actually got 100% for that composition, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm going to be uploading that to my channel when I manage to export the audio file properly from the program I use, so keep a lookout for that, because that's going to be one of the better videos you see from my channel. I mean, I don't think it equals up to the song in the original, but it's really enjoyable. So thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.